Tonight, the wilderness offers no mercy, and every wrong turn comes with a price.
I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna fight my way out of here.
This river don't go to entry. You done taken a wrong turn.
It's movie night at the Silver Age Cinema, where Deliverance follows four friends on a trip down the Georgia River, and Southern Comfort has a group of National Guardsmen lost in the Louisiana Bayou. But first, Deliverance is a survival thriller directed by John Borman. Four friends set out on a canoe trip down the Georgia River before the area is flooded by a new dam project. The trip is Lewis's idea, and he talks his buddies into joining him for one last adventure. After arriving in the mountains, they stop in a small mountain town to gas up and get ready.
I love the way you wear that hat. You don't know nothing.
One of the movie's most memorable moments comes when Drew shares a banjo duet with a local boy.
What the hell?
The boy actor didn't actually play the banjo. A real banjo player sat behind him with his arms around the boy, playing the instrument, kind of like a hillbilly Muppet. And nobody asked this guy to do this. Anyway, back to the review. To save money, many of the locals were played by real residents. The locals make it pretty clear these guys don't belong there.
Where are you going, city boy?
We'll find it. It ain't nothing but the biggest fucking river in the state.
Not long after, the group launches their canoes and begins the journey downstream. Burt Reynolds, star of Smokey and the Bandit, which I reviewed right up here, gives one of the strongest performances of his career as Lewis, the Alpha. He treats the trip like a test of survival, while the others see it as a weekend adventure. You see the difference in mindset as the river starts testing all four men. The river is beautiful one minute and dangerous the next. And they learn quick. It's not as relaxing as they thought. John Borman keeps the suspense high, even during quieter moments, making you feel that something bad could happen at any time.
I don't know, I thought I heard something.
Something or someone.
Jon Voight does an excellent job portraying Ed, a man who finds himself in way over his head. He's just an ordinary guy who's uncomfortable with violence. These friends feel like real people rather than movie heroes. They make mistakes, second-guess themselves, and react the way most people probably would. Well, except for Bert. The trip takes a terrifying turn when Ed and Bobby become separated from Lewis and Drew while scouting ahead.
How goes it?
What the hell you think you're doing?
For his film debut, Ned Beatty delivers a performance that's impossible to forget as Bobby, who finds himself trapped in one of the scariest situations of all time.
Now let's you just drop them pants.
Lord, deliver us from all.
It's a scene that's still hard to watch. These mountain men did to hiking what Jaws did to swimming.
What you want to do with it?
He got a little pretty mouth, ain't he?
Once their friends are rescued, it creates a whole new dilemma.
This ain't one of your fucking games! You killed somebody! There he is!
The group is torn between justice versus survival, and what to do next. The tension cranks up as the men search for a way out. With Lewis out of action, the others are forced to deal with a situation they're not prepared for, while someone may be hunting them. 4 men rode a wild river for adventure, but their weekend getaway just became a nightmare. Director Borman insisted on realism, but it came at a price. To save money, the actors performed many of their own stunts. Burt Reynolds broke his tailbone in the rapids, Ned Beatty almost drowned in a whirlpool, and that was John Voight climbing the cliff. Everything you see was done for real. No CGI, no green screen. Here's Burt Reynolds on casting the Mountain Men.
So I said, I know a guy, John, if I can get a hold of him. If you can come down to Maggie Valley, at the Holiday Inn, there might be a part for you in the picture. And he said, well, don't forget to tell him that I can't read. I said, don't worry about that. I'll tell him it's not going to be a problem. Don't worry about it. John said, hey, read this, cowboy. And I thought, oh, damn, he forgot, you know. So I grabbed it. And I said, you don't have to read it, cowboy. I'll tell you the line, and you improvise the line. I mean, you just say it any way you want to. The line is, get over there against that tree and take your pants down. So Cowboy said, get over there against that sapling and take your panties down. And John Boyman said, you got the part. And John said, wait a minute, Cowboy, I have to tell you something. This is the part of a man who rapes another man. And Cowboy said, that's all right. I've done a lot worse things than that.
While the song became famous through the film and later won a Grammy, it actually appeared on the Andy Griffith Show years earlier. Just make sure you don't get locked up in a Mayberry jail cell with a liquored up Otis. My enjoyment rating for this mountain horror story is an A.
God damn, I can play all day with that guy.
Don't ever do nothing like this again. Don't come back up here.
Southern Comfort is a survival thriller directed by Walter Hill. The story follows a Louisiana National Guard squad headed into the bayou for a routine weekend training exercise. Almost immediately, personality clashes begin creating problems within the group.
For those of you who are interested, we're going on an overnight recon and patrol. Hush up and listen up. Everybody does their job. Now please, for once in your life, try to look like soldiers.
The Louisiana Bayou is a great setting for this story. The heat, dense woods, and winding waterways make the bayou feel beautiful one minute and dangerous the next.
Who do you think these canoes belong to?
Us. As long as the indigenous personnel, don't you guys be fucking around with them.
Well, they ain't using them now. Let's say we take them down the bayou.
Looking for a way through the flooded bayou, the soldiers steal a couple of canoes. When the Cajun trappers come looking for the canoes, one of the dumbass soldiers fires blank rounds at them. The soldier thinks it's a joke, but the Cajuns don't. It doesn't take long before one of the soldiers is dead, and suddenly the exercise becomes real. The men soon find themselves fighting for their lives as they're picked off one by one. As conditions get worse, tempers begin to flare, and the men start turning on one another.
Ducky, you were sure one dumb son of a bitch firing that machine gun.
Look, there's only a goddamn joke. We come back here and get these Cajuns.
Oh, hell yes. Yeah, all we got to do is swim a couple of 100 yards. If we done that, then we can capture them and shoot them with our blanks.
Powers Booth brings a calm confidence to Hardin as the outsider of the squad, which often puts him at odds with Reese, one of the more aggressive members of the squad. Fred Ward gives an unhinged performance as Reese.
You give me the ammo, we're going to divide them up evenly. We'll share them.
Oh, shit.
Whose approach to survival creates even more tension within the group.
Quit fucking around and give him the rifle. Now.
Ry Cooder's score gives the movie an authentic sound, and Walter Hill never lets the tension ease up. The men stumble across a remote cabin tucked away in the middle of the bayou.
What the hell?
Bowden goes from mild-mannered coach to Rambo.
You're under arrest!
Drawing a cross on his chest and rushing the cabin. Hopefully he's able to get it together later. Anyway, back to the review. The soldiers then take one of the Cajuns hostage, hoping he could lead them out of the swamp.
What the hell is all this supposed to mean?
There's 8 of them.
There's 8 of us.
What about this shit?
The Cajun hunters remain mysterious and intimidating throughout the film. You rarely know where they are or when they might strike next, which keeps the suspense high. The action feels realistic, and before long the swamp becomes just as much of an enemy as the people hunting them. As the situation grows more desperate, Keith Carradine gives a strong performance as Spencer, who's forced into a leadership role as everything begins to fall apart.
You don't want to volunteer for yourself, but you don't mind at all volunteering me for the court-martial. Fuck you.
These men never feel like action heroes. Their fear and confusion feel believable. Their performances do a great job making you feel like you're lost in the bayou right along with them. Trapped deep in hostile territory, these men thought they had the authority, but the bayou has its own law. Director Walter Hill later said Southern Comfort was one of the toughest movies he had ever made. Filming in the cold, wet Louisiana swamps wasn't easy, and many members of the crew came down with the flu. Hill credited the cast for getting through the difficult shoot without complaining. Fans of Hill's The Warriors may notice some familiar themes. Both follow a group of men struggling to make it home while facing danger every step of the way. It's an underrated thriller that deserves to be discovered by many more movie fans. My enjoyment rating for this bayou survival tale is a B+.
I'm not supposed to be here.
Civilian in peace, soldier in war. I am the God.
Hey Banjo Kid, go ahead and play us out with that mighty fine pickin'. Thank you for stopping by. Please consider subscribing. And here's another great double feature, just in case you missed it. See you next time at the Silver Age Cinema, where one movie is never enough.